The air hit me first, thick, humid, and wild. Stepping off the plane in Jayapura felt like entering another world. The city buzzed with motorbikes, bemos, and vibrant markets. Faces told stories of tradition and change, side by side. With just $500, I had to embrace the unknown. Taxis were out, so I squeezed into a bemo, knees to my chin, surrounded by locals and chickens. The slow, bumpy ride forced me to notice every detail: the scenery, the laughter, the rhythm of daily life. I found a simple guest house for a few dollars, just a bed and a fan. From my window, I heard evening prayers and insects, feeling a world away from home. The adventure had begun, not as a tourist, but as a traveler open to Papua's secrets. I realized understanding this place meant listening, not just looking. The landscape's contradictions, modern and ancient, invited curiosity. My budget felt small, but my sense of wonder was limitless. Papua wasn't just a destination, it was an invitation to slow down and connect. I was ready to let this land teach me. The journey was underway. Living on $500 in Papua meant living like a local. I ate at warungs, family-run stalls, where a dollar bought a feast of rice, fish, and spicy sambal. Guest houses, or losmen, were basic but affordable, sometimes just a mat on a family's floor. These stays offered real connection, sharing meals, stories, and laughter. Transport was an adventure: crowded buses, shared taxis, and the occasional motorbike ride. Every journey was scenic, slow, and full of camaraderie. I counted my rupiah each morning, planning every expense. Choices mattered: a boat trip or tomorrow's meals. Simple pleasures, a cold drink, a good meal, became luxuries. Traveling this way wasn't deprivation, it was discovery. Value was measured in experiences, not dollars. Papua taught me to appreciate the richness of simplicity. Papua's hundreds of tribes each have unique customs. Respect and curiosity were essential. In the Baliam Valley, I learned about one blood. If one is harmed, the whole village is responsible. Greetings were gentle, eye contact minimal. I adjusted my body language to fit in. Property was communal, tools, food, and even the day's hunt were shared. Asking questions, not assuming, was key. Local guides taught me etiquette. Never touch someone's head, bring small gifts when visiting. These customs weren't just tradition, they held communities together. Following them was my way of saying thank you for being welcomed in. The people of Papua were the heart of my journey. An elderly woman shared sweet potato with me by the roadside, no words needed. On a bus, I met Elias, a student who invited me to his village. His family taught me to cook and weave, sharing their lives with warmth. Children followed me everywhere, laughing and playing football with a homemade ball. These moments of play and kindness transcended language. My budget put me on equal footing. I ate, traveled, and lived as locals did. People saw me as a fellow traveler, not just a tourist. This opened doors to genuine connection. The emotional richness of these encounters was priceless. Shared meals, laughter, and stories became my greatest treasures. I learned that the simplest interactions often meant the most. Papua's people showed me the true meaning of hospitality. Their generosity left a lasting mark on my heart. Papua is a feast for the senses. I tried papita, a sticky sago porridge, slurped with spicy fish soup, a true taste of local life. In the Baliam Valley, I witnessed men in feathered costumes preparing for a ceremony, drums echoing ancient rhythms. These traditions weren't for show, they were the heartbeat of the community. Hiking to a Raja Ampat viewpoint at sunrise, I saw turquoise waters and jungle-clad islands, nature at its most breathtaking. Alone with the birds, I felt deeply connected to the world. In Wamena's market, I bargained for a carved wooden pig, surrounded by colors, smells, and laughter. The market was more than commerce. It was the community's living room. Every day brought new discoveries, from unfamiliar fruits to ancient rituals. Papua's beauty was raw and real. The land, the food, and the traditions all told stories. I felt lucky to witness them firsthand. These memories are etched in my mind. Traveling Papua on a tight budget was a gift, not a limitation. It forced me to connect, to trust strangers, and to be vulnerable. That vulnerability led to the richest experiences, far beyond anything money could buy. I met people with little material wealth but deep joy and community. Their lives showed me happiness isn't about possessions. I questioned my own priorities and learned to value simplicity. Challenges, loneliness, discomfort, negotiation were part of the journey. Each hurdle built confidence and self-reliance. The struggles made the moments of connection even sweeter. Papua taught me what it means to be human, to connect, to share, to learn. The landscapes were stunning, but it's the people I remember most. They welcomed me with grace and generosity. Their lessons stay with me long after I left. My journey in Papua was personal, but the spirit of discovery is universal. You don't need much, just curiosity and an open heart to be an explorer. Travel changes us, teaching empathy and broadening our view of the world. My time in Papua was more than a trip. It was a lesson in connection and humility. I hope my story inspires you to seek your own adventures, big or small. Share your stories and questions in the comments. Let's learn from each other. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The world is wide. Let's keep exploring it together.